Moving on, the National Testing Agency is under fire once again after releasing and quickly withdrawing the final answer key for the April JEE Main exam. Students and educators flagged at least 9 incorrect or out-of-syllabus questions, but only 2 were officially dropped. Educationist Keshav Agarwal criticized the paper setting quality, suggesting it seemed generated by ChatGPT and called for transparency. He's also questioned why students must pay 200 rupees per challenge even when the NTA is at fault. Examinees reported discrepancies in response sheets and said that time was wasted solving the flawed questions. Compared to JEE Advanced, remember, which is conducted by the IITs, JEE Main's credibility appears shaken right now. Coaching centres echoed the same concerns, calling the exam commercialised and careless. In January, remember, a record 12 questions were dropped. With rising stakes, students are now demanding accountability, urging the NTA to either reform or step aside.
The National Testing Agency has once again found itself in a fix. Scores of students and educators are raising concerns over the efficiency of this agency. 9 questions, at least 9 questions, have been flagged by students and educators in this month's engineering entrance exam. Remember, JEE Mains being one of the most prominent competitive exams in the country. Now, yesterday, a final answer key was released by the NTA, but it was pulled down in about an hour as students continued to point out errors even in the final answer key. In the January set of this examination, remember, 12 questions had to be dropped. With this commotion continuing, students and educators both await the final answer key that will reveal whether or not all these complaints are taken care of.
See, there were 9 questions which had problems. Some were factually incorrect. Some had no choices which were correct, and some had wrong answers being provided by NTA. So those were challenged. So now NTA prepared a final list again, and yesterday it released, and barely after 1 hour that was removed. Then we again tried to find why it was done. So when we searched that, so there was a question in which answer was 5 and 125 to 5 it had to be changed. But what NTA did, just the previous question, which was correct and whose answer was 1, was changed to 5. So now they made 1 correct question again incorrect. Similarly, there was another question which was correct, whose answer was 1 and was changed to 0.
So from 9 now, the incorrect questions have actually gone up to 11.
11. And even in some questions, they have dropped 1 question in the domestic part and 1 in international. Now, there are questions which are out of syllabus for which NTA is again silent, nothing to talk about. Then it should not be releasing the syllabus. Apart from that, it is not talking about the time loss the students faced while solving questions where choices itself were not there. So how will they find out? And a coveted exam where 13 lakhs are appearing. Now they themselves don't know what is their final score, what exactly it is. And still NTA is not correcting itself, releasing it, again deleting it. So you can imagine how, it is even allowed to take such exams. I think it is time either for them to retire or expand their body, because they are working with very few people, charging all the money.
First, at the starting, I was just hoping I will see my results only. Then after that, I heard about the issues and I just tried to log in on my answer key and my response. But there was an error in that.
Issues were faced by me because NTA is very pre-known and prestigious institute. So these wrong questions are not expected from them. Like 2 questions were seems like out of syllabus to me, was like facing problem in solving the questions which are out of syllabus. So
with that, it's time for a short break. News and updates will continue on the other side. Stay tuned.